Hey, Richard from Digital Foundry here with a look at the Day 1 patch for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. There's been talk of poor performance on review copies of the game, plus discussion on frame rate improvements on the Day 1 patch coming at the expense of overall image quality. We wanted to get to the bottom of that, and we also really wanted to check out CD Projekt Red's dynamic scaling technology. So the idea here is that the game automatically changes resolution from its base 900p to a maximum of 1080p according to GPU load at any given point. Right now we've only got the Xbox One version of the game, and it's worth pointing out that it's the PS4 version that has been the focus for most of the reviews, so there may be some differences. However, what's clear is that The Witcher 3 runs with an unlocked frame rate both in its pre-patched and patched formats. So that means that frames are rendered as they are completed, resulting in an inconsistent update. And we can't help but feel that a 30 FPS cap would actually be instrumental in producing a visually more pleasing presentation overall. That said, it's clear that there has been a performance improvement overall. It's not especially dramatic and it's most notable in cutscenes, but it should help maintain visual and controller response when the engine is most under load during gameplay. The downside is that shadow draw distance does appear to have been compromised a touch. Not a major change, but it does result in some artifacts. On top of that, there have been some adjustments to texture filtering too. We noticed that it's reduced significantly in the game's tutorial section, but it appears mostly unchanged in the main game sections we tested. There have been some concerns that this important element of the visual presentation has been tangibly downgraded in Update 1.01. But across the run of play, our tests suggest that there's overall parity, and in truth it's one of the less impressive elements of the game's overall visual quality, whether you're running with the update installed or not. The most noticeable difference isn't actually down to the renderer at all. The video cutscenes have much more stutter in the patched version than they did in the unpatched original, and that's a bug that we hope the developer addresses. Typically, during video sequences, game data is loading in the background simultaneously, and it seems that this is getting the priority in the new version of the code at the expense of smooth video playback. As for the game's dynamic scaler, well, the idea is that The Witcher 3 on Xbox One scales between 900p and 1080p, depending on available GPU resources. In our testing, only the video cutscenes and the engine-driven title screen were actual native 1080p. Now, there is some evidence of indoor scenes running at resolutions higher than 900p, but even here it's clearly not a full HD presentation. In outdoor scenes and throughout most of the gameplay, it seems to be the case that The Witcher 3 still renders at its base 900p resolution. So, overall then, should you install The Witcher 3's Day 1 patch? It has its issues, but on balance the performance increases and the bug fixes put into effect throughout the game make it a worthwhile update. But it's clear that the game isn't quite as final and as stable as it should be. We'd like to see the cutscene stutter eliminated, and a 30 FPS cap with proper frame pacing would also be welcome. So that's all we've got for now. We'll have more Witcher 3 content throughout the week, and if you'd like to see more, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.